Hi, I'm going to be talking about supply chain strategy today, and a little bit of background. Supply chain deals with the movement of goods from the raw material stage to finished product, and even up to the delivery of finished product to the end consumer. And supply chain strategy deals with both sustainable strategy and global strategy. And sustainable strategy takes into account the political, ethical components of purchasing, sourcing, and manufacturing. An example of a sustainable strategy in my own life. I currently work for an aerospace company that produces ejection seats for fighter jets. And one of the strategies that we have in place is producing all of these goods in the United States in order to ensure that government regulations are being met. Since we are dealing with contracts that directly answer to the Department of Defense, uh, auditors from that organization have to be able to access our facility in order to come in and ensure that we're following all of the requirements that they have in place. And also considering that we're dealing with explosive materials, and we're also dealing with life-saving life-saving machinery that could possibly save a pilot's life if they're ever at risk. We have to source our goods from facilities that are trustworthy, that have the requirements that the Department of Defense has in place for us and for our suppliers. And another example of this would be in the diamond industry. A lot of companies are now placing an emphasis on being able to trace where their raw materials are coming from. So this is also an example of sustainable strategy in supply chain. Because traceability is such an important factor, sustainability it plays a major role in sourcing and purchasing. And global strategy is also another strategy in the supply chain, because what works in one country might not work for another. This could be because of political reasons or religious reasons or just cultural reasons. So if you're manufacturing goods in a country that observes certain holidays, you might not be able to fulfill your production schedule during this time because people don't work during this period of time because of religious or cultural reasons, and political reasons too. So if you have a facility that produces goods in a country that is politically unstable, you have to take this into account because your production schedule could be completely halted as a result of this. So supply chain strategy deals with multiple internal and external components that that play a role in a company's ability to convert raw materials into their finished product, and this has to do with political, external, internal, the ability to source certain products, the ability to recruit people that have the training required in order to fulfill the production that you are looking for. So yeah, I touched a little bit about supply chain strategy, and that wraps up my mini lecture. Thank you.